Morning.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Awesome.
We're awesome. We're so excited to chat with you today.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think we had an opportunity a few years ago, but I got into I submitted it too late and we lost out. So finally.
We were bummed, so we're so happy that you could join us this morning.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a better person now, so you're lucky.
Well, let's talk about this book.
That's awesome.
Yeah, my book is called Baby Bumps, and it's basically a story of my pregnancy, and I definitely didn't want to sugarcoat anything. So
I know, I've been reading it.
Yeah, everything that I've went through, and also the story of just like how it's made me grow up, and basically my evolution from like being this careless party girl to now, a mother, and I love it.
Well, you also, I'd like to applaud you because Sabrina was reading passages of this out loud and the great detail about your boobs. I applaud you for that.
It's funny because I have an almost 7-year-old, and so I can totally relate. And I was the same way. I wasn't one of those girls that said, "Oh, pregnancy is so beautiful," and there are a lot of really ugly, unpleasant things while you're pregnant, and after you give birth too. Obviously, you have that wonderful prize at the end, and it does change you. It did me too. So it was very, very refreshing to see the true confessions that you make in this book.
Yes, thank you, and that's exactly what I want my readers to get out of that, so thank you. It makes me happy.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, you talk about all of these things, but then obviously you have your baby, and like you said, it totally changes your life, which it does, and most moms know about. But let me just applaud you. The number one thing is you look fantastic, and for you to drop that 42 pounds in 6 months, how did you do it? How did you keep your focus, and what was your routine like?
Well, I definitely would say my motivation was Lorenzo. I mean, every time I thought about being a mother, I always pictured myself to be this fit mom that can keep up with my son, and I wouldn't die if, he's 10 pounds and I'm carrying him up the stairs or chasing him around. So I always wanted to be that fit mom for my kids. And, once I had Lorenzo, you have to wait those 6 weeks, and then right away I went to the gym, and my friend started training me, and it probably took like 6 months to actually see results. So I kept going to the gym, and I'm like, dude, I'm still fat. What's going on? It's not working. I'm going to be fat forever. What's going on? And then eventually I lost all the weight to the point where I am now is, I'm trying to build muscle and be strong. So, the one thing I would tell anybody, but especially women that just had a baby, it's going to take time to get your body back. It took me 7 months. So, don't give up and just keep going.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I think one thing too is, and you look fantastic, but for me too, you have to accept too that you have a baby and it changes your body, and in some cases forever. I mean, I don't know, a lot of people, stretch marks, your hips are wider. I mean, it is, but you should be proud of that. And I was reading a little bit about you saying, it's something you should be proud of. It's kind of like, being a mother is the most important thing ever. And it's something, hey, yeah, I have this body and it's a little different than the way it was before, and I'm a mom.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely, I have a lot of stretch marks on my stomach. That's why I wear high-waisted bikinis. But, I mean, I'm not going to go to a doctor and get that fixed. I mean, that's a reminder of, me having my child, and I wear it proudly. My stretch marks are my tiger stripes, like I'm a tiger now.
Obviously, I've actually followed you on Dancing with the Stars, and I thought it probably took, obviously you getting into shape probably helped you go as far as you did in that competition, because from what I saw when they would show the rehearsal time, it looks like a lot of hard work.
Oh, absolutely. It was like 7 hours a day of just practicing, trying to get the routine down. And I mean, if I was still that slob from Jersey Shore, I would have died. So, I'm happy.
You did great, by the way, too. I was secretly pulling for you to win, and every week, and you made it 7 weeks, and that's a pretty decent accomplishment on that show. You can dance, girl.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I mean, I definitely felt like, I channeled my cheerleading and gymnastics skills that I've been doing since I was younger. So I feel like that's definitely helped me with, like, the rhythm and stuff like that. But it was the most amazing experience ever.
We had a couple of fans, because we were talking about you this morning, and they called in, and they were both just freaking out.
Yeah, one of them in particular said that her name was Chelsea, and she said she was your #1 fan, and she follows you on Instagram, and she said she saw something about your clothing line, and she wanted to see if you'd share anything about that and what to expect and when to expect it. Can you give us any insight to that?
Oh yeah, I'm working on it right now, and I was supposed to come out with the fall collection, but you know, sometimes things don't happen right. So now I'm working on my spring collection, and that should be out in the summer. So I'm really, really excited about that because the one thing that I really wanted to get out of all of this was possibly a clothing line, and I got it. So I'm really, really excited about that.
Now, the other girl, Laura, asked if she wanted to know, she's a big fan of yours too, and she gets upset on some of the comments that you get when you post things on social media. And obviously that comes with the territory, and the internet can be a real nasty place. How do you not read that stuff? How do you get past that?
Oh, no, I read it.
Yeah.
I read everything.
She wanted to know what the haters thought. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, the good thing about me is people don't offend me because, you know, that's their opinion of me, and they don't know me personally. And
Right.
if they did know me personally, they wouldn't be saying those things.
That's right.
So the reason why I always retweet my haters and kill them with kindness is because I know it's a huge issue with bullying everywhere, especially on the internet. Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to show, you know, people how to deal with it, and you can overcome it, and you can just laugh at them because, you know, they're idiots in the first place.
You catch more flies with honey.
I'm trying to help my girls out.
Hey, you know what? You should just say hello. Say, hey, Laura and Chelsea. They'd love it, I think.
Hi, Laura and Chelsea. I love you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
It's awesome.
Tell us, so this book, Baby Bumps, it's awesome. I've been through it. It's great. But if someone out there is listening right now and she is expecting a baby, or she just learned that she was pregnant, and maybe freaking out about it a little bit, what do you want people to take away from this book after they read it?
Well, I definitely, when I found out I was pregnant, obviously I was freaking out because I just wasn't ready, and I didn't think I was going to be a good mom, especially the whole world telling me I was going to be a terrible mom, so that didn't help. And, you know, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I was scared to push a baby out of down there, you know what I mean? And
yes, I do.
I was just nervous about everything, but, you know, nervous is a part of the transition of becoming a mom, because once you're nervous, then that means that you're already, like, you know, changing into this mother that you're going to be. So, you know, with my book, I even talk about me being very, very nervous. And, you know, once I had the baby and I held my baby in my arms, everything was worth it. And even though pregnancy wasn't the best for me, I'm going to do it probably 4 more times.
Wow.
Wow, that was going to be my next question, is
the
how
big
many more?
Italian family over here. Oh.
I mean, I grew up and I was an only child and I hated it. And I was adopted, so I always begged my mom. I was like, adopt another baby from the store. I'm like, come on, I want another baby. So I definitely want to have at least 4 or 5 kids. And Gianni said it's okay. And I would have another baby now, but we're just waiting on our house to be built and to get married, so we're going to try and plan this one. But I mean, if it happens, it happens, and I'd be so excited.
Well, by the way, we're in Maine, and your pal JWoww has a connection to Maine. I believe her husband is from Cherryfield, Maine.
We're actually, me, Jenny, Roger, and Gianni are going close to me in February because we're going to go snowmobiling.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
Not, but I mean, me, Gianni, and Roger are going to come up snowmobiling.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Are you going to do a 4th season of Snooki and JWoww, though? Is that happening?
We don't know yet. MTV hasn't really said anything to us, but I mean, obviously we're down to do another one because Jenny's pregnant and I'm planning my wedding. So, I mean, we got a lot of stuff to show the fans.
Cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Awesome.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us, Snooki. I thoroughly enjoyed your book, and I have my copy right here, and I'm going to share it with my friends. It's, you know, I think any mom can really relate and learn some things. I think this is perfect, too. I'm going to pass this on first to an expectant mother because I think that...
amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us. We appreciate it.
Yes, stay warm.
You got it.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.